Sup YouTube, this is David Team Gridlock / O.N.S. Fan Bam Extraordinaire. Finally said that right again. And we are here with Eric Lopez, the youngest of us all, and you know, kind of a
not the youngest, like the second youngest. Who's the third youngest? It's the fifth youngest. He's young.
He is the young one.
We're back with Billy the Kid.
Alright, and here we have a Victor deck profile for you, and I think, yeah, and here we go.
Alright, take it away.
Alright. First, we start out with our starter, Victor. Ability counterblast 1. When a unit restands, Shovel the Soul. Give that unit plus 2k. And you draw a card. If you have no face-up damage, you unflip 1. So essentially, it refunds the cost for its counterblast. And it's really good to get the plus 2 in the draw, since this deck really needs it now. Next, we play 4 Zubat Battler Victor. He's the new Victor that just came out from Stargate. Counterblast 1, when you stride, give one of your draw 1, give one of your rear guards or vanguards on attack, restand rear guard, and it has a second effect. At end of turn, if you have no face-up cards in your if you have one of those face-up cards in your damage zone, unflip 1. If you have one of those cards in your soul charge 1, and if you did both of them, you get to draw a card. So this helps refund most of the cost for the turns you try to overextend for your strides. Then we play 4 Dr. Angstrom. Essentially what he does is, on hit, counterblast 1, discard 3, restand your board. And his second effect, on restand, give him plus 5k. So for the turns when you're trying to kill your opponent and you know you can kill them and they have to take this, you use the first effect to restand your board and just use your rush effects to stack and make your columns bigger. Next we play 3 Extreme Battler Ninja. On attack, counterblast 1, restand a rear guard. This unit and that unit get plus 2k for each face-up card in your G-zone. So this is really good for your winning champ turns after you have at least 2 face-up in your G-zone from restanding your rear guards with attack skills. And you go, and afterwards when it attacks, not when it attacks a Vanguard, so you could go swing 9 of the rear guard, 9 anything that's annoying, and counterblast 1, restand, and restand your rear guard, and this thing can hit for a bigger number. It can hit for 13, which means most of the stuff that needs a 5 guard to stop it kind of dies out. Next we play 4 Extreme Battler Aberrail. Aberrail is essentially on restand GB2, gets plus 5k, then on drive check, if you hit a 3, entire unit in the front row with equal or lesser power to this. So it's not once per turn to get the 5k, so every time he's restanding, he's going to keep getting 5k, which is going to help feed into later plays. Next we play 4 Extreme Battler Gosachi. This is another new card from Stargate. On attack or just during your turn, if you have a Vanguard with Victor, he gains resist and he gets on attack counterblast 1, restand a rear guard. Not GB, so this can help with those annoying matchups with 7C3-1 rush and just give you more multi-attacking to fight back a little bit. Then it's GB2 effect. When it restands, it gets plus 7k. So essentially swing, restand a rear guard. Then you restand this with Zubat Battler's effect, and it's a 16k beater on its own. On the grade 1s, we play 2 Extreme Battler Jirohawk. I took Malayaki out for him because now Malayaki seems kind of irrelevant. There's no point for the huge columns anymore. Essentially what Jirohawk does is, at end of battle boost, you can counterblast 1, Shovel the Soul, restand the unit that it boosted, give it 2k, and you draw 1. So it's essentially a Jeffrey, but a lot better since it restands and it gives it power. Next we play 4 Stride Enabler because striding is good. Then we play another new grade 1, 4 Extreme Battler Gunsdon. Gunsdon's effect is rest it, give your up to 5 rear guards resist, so good for those Kagero and Narukami Link Joker matchups. And its second effect is when it restands, it gets plus 4k for each face-up card in your G-Zone. So say you have 5 face-up, it's getting plus 20k on restand. Next we go up to our new perfect guard, Extreme Battler Baryon. Baryon's a pretty simple perfect guard. On place, you discard 1. This only protects Victor Vanguard, so it doesn't protect your rear guards, which is kind of sad. But when you counterblast, you can counterblast 1, draw 1. And this happens at the end of its placement. It doesn't happen at the end of battle, so you can still guard afterwards if your opponent has Shield Break or playing anything, or playing any Deep Release cards. Then off the triggers, we play 2 Break Pass. Deck really doesn't need... Deck needs the soul, but it doesn't really need the break passes as much anymore. And break pass is just of TikTok worker clone for Nova's Shove the Soul, get plus 5, and draw a card. Then we play Sar Blauganzer. This helps you a lot with your Link Choker matchups because its effect is Counterblast 1, Shove the Soul, Unlock 2, or Unflip 2. So essentially, you can get around those annoying Chaos players, Messiahs, even the leaders to undelete your Vanguard. This is essentially just Red Lightning, but a lot better since it can Unflip 2. Off to triggers, we play, off to draws, we play 2 Totem Brothers. Just regular draw triggers, nothing special about them. Then we play 4 Orcus Blau Cruiser. Essentially Shoving the Soul, give a unit plus 3, draw trigger. Hysteric Shirley clone. No, not Hysteric Shirley. Then after our heals, we play 4 Argo Blau Eager. When you one of the new G heal triggers, when you G guard with it, you bind another copy, another card with heal. You either unflip or soul charge when you G guard with it, so it's pretty good. Off to strides. We play 4 Miyu Kaiser Victor. Still a staple in the deck. On attack, axe skill, turn 1 over. Vanguard gets red text on hit. If it hits, restand rear guard, give it plus 5k. Then it gets GB3, restand rear guard, give it plus 5k on attack. So essentially, I don't really go into this as much anymore. I just go into it for the GB3 just to get the restand and get the plus 5k, and comboing it up with other cards like Zubat. Essentially go, oh, give skill to Vanguard, I attack, and I restand 2 rear guards, and one of them is getting 5k, one of them is not. So essentially, you restand the rear guard that's not getting the 5k. That has the lowest power before getting the 5k. Then we play 2 Miyu Kaiser Victoplasma. Victoplasma is still a good restander. Its effect, counterblast 2, discard 1, turn 1 over. He gets -1 drive, and I'm sorry, it's counterblast 2, turn 1 over. It gets red text, discard 2, at end of battle, discard 2, restand Vanguard, and it gets -1 drive. Still really good restand in Vanguard. Still don't go into it as much also. Now we play our new GR, Winning Champ Victor. Essentially what this card does, it helps increase your GB count a lot faster. You can, every time a rear guard restands, you Soul Blast 1. This unit and that unit both get 5k. So every time you restand rear guard, you Soul Blast 1, he gets 5k, that rear guard gets 5k. So if you restand Albareo, it goes from 14k to 19k, and then this goes from 26k to 30k. And it's really good to combo a lot with the strat skill also, because the most you restand in a turn now is 3 times with all the shenanigans, and you get to unflipping. So you have 4 face up in your G-Zone at the end of the turn when you stride into this. Then the GB3 skill, at end of battle, you draw a card, and then you retire your opponent's rear guard with the lowest power. So this essentially snipes starters, but if it's a tie, you get to choose the units that die. that you kill. So you get rid of pesky starters, you get rid of 7Ks that have effects, and the draw really helps a lot. We play one Seabreeze, because Seabreeze is Seabreeze. It's really good, and it wins games sometimes. Off the G-Guards. We play 4 Docton Titan. On place, if you have less rear guards than your opponent, this card gets plus 10k shield, which is really good, but second effect is the real reason why I play 4 of it. Soul Blast 1 and turn it face down. You either unflip a damage or you unlock a card. I essentially play more for the unflipping. This really helps a lot. Then we play 2 Meteor Kaiser Junior. Effect, if you have no face-up damage, you unflip 2, gets 5k shield. And if you have no cards in soul, you soul charge 2 and it gets 5k in shield. So this is really good to go into, especially after you go into winning champ, to refund your costs on your counterblast, especially for the restanding rear guards. We play one favorite champ Victor. Counterblast 2. At the end of the battle attacked, discard 1. You restand 1 rear guard for each face-up card in your G-Zone. So,
I'll give it to you.
Say you have 5 face-up, you restand 5. And after that, you can discard 3. If 3 units restood this turn, you discard 3. Unflip 1, restand this, it gets -2 drive. It is not once per turn, so this effect can constantly proc every time. And the fact that it keeps restanding your board, it will effectively make your columns a lot bigger. So that's it.
Overall, what are your closing thoughts on the deck?
Right now it's really strong. It just only has one bad matchup. If you really don't see your crits or you don't get your heal triggers to pay cost for G Guardians, you're in a really bad spot at that point against Link Joker. Doesn't have that much of a bad matchup against Kagero anymore, since you have with guns on, you really sealed up your losses against G-Guards that target on your turn. Only problem is if they time a defeat flare on your favorite champ turn, you just cry internally.
Alright. Guys, as always, if you have any questions for Eric about the build or anything in particular about Nova Grapplers, please leave them in the comments down below. We do appreciate it. Guys, if you are not subscribed to the Team Greylock channel, please remember to do so. What else? Bell buttons, notifications, yeah, that stuff.
Alphonse is a trap master.
Follow us on Twitter. I normally forget to advertise that. We have a Twitter. I'll leave that in the description too below. And follow us on Facebook. If you guys want to know when we're working on new stuff, when we're going on live streams. We're going up to Canada too for team leagues. Some of us will be there. Anything else? Oh, hashtag Alphonsus is the trap master. You're welcome, Alphonsus. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Alphonsus, why was their shit?